My name is Rylie, and I'm the founder of CRD No Limits Foundation. We help cover medical needs and equipment for kids with special needs. I wanted to let people know that with God, there are no limits.
When Rylie was 6 years old, she started talking about raising money for children with special needs. She kept pushing and pushing, and I thought, there's no way that I can do this. I don't have time. I have a full-time job. And one day in church, there was a message from the pastor that said, if something has been laid on your heart to do it and you feel like you don't have the time, you don't have the money, you don't have the things to do it, he said, just do it. He said, God's calling you to do it. And that's when I knew that's what we needed to do.
I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at 6 months old. I was told I was never gonna walk, never talk. Now I cheer, I do archery, I played softball. So I just wanted to help those kids and tell them that never doubt God.
This child had a vision back when she was 6 years old to take on this responsibility, to make others able to communicate and get around like she was afforded that opportunity.
When you have a child diagnosed with something that is different from what you planned, it's terrifying. You don't know what the future holds. And that's where the foundation comes into play. We are able to help with some of those differences and ease some of the burdens that are on the parents of the special needs child.
When it comes to children with special needs, I think we all, a lot of times people will assume, well, whatever they need will be taken care of, that someone's going to make sure the child gets that. The reality is, there's a huge cost that goes into equipment for children with special needs, and insurance isn't always going to cover it. They may be limited to one item per year, or maybe they'll cover 50% of it, but if it costs $4,000, well, that family's responsible for that $2,000. So foundations like Rylie steps in and takes care of that burden and makes sure these children get what they need.
Since 2016, we've been able to raise a little over $125,000, which has helped to defer cost for all medical expenses for children with special needs throughout the U.S. We have helped cover walkers, wheelchairs. We've made modifications to homes to make them handicap accessible. We have paid for deductibles for surgeries, cancer treatments, anything that is a need for someone to just help ease that financial burden for a parent.
With my foundation, children are nominated for wishes with Pay It Forward Networking, and each child receives 3 wishes they could ask for. When we post a wish for a child needing medical equipment, No Limit steps in and covers that for us.
Jesse and Rylie, they don't even wait for somebody else to pick up the wish or to grant the wish. They take care of it, always quickly.
What we've seen with these families who have gotten equipment is, it's been life-changing. The stuff that they've been able to get, it's allowed them to be a little more independent, and it's gotten them to a point where they're, have a little bit more freedom, help them to get around and move within their environment. That's been life-changing for a lot of these people.
I didn't want kids to feel like there was nothing out there. I eventually want to start like a handicap softball or handicap playground, because I just don't want kids to feel like they can't do something. My favorite verse is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I've always had that on my heart.
Rylie has not let anything ever stop her. She's attempted everything that she's given. Archery for one, it's like, who would have thought that she would have had that opportunity, but she did. And that was an amazing experience for her.
She's very tough. She has the tenacity of a bulldog. First time she scored, she shot a 20 out of 300. In the first tournament she scored, she shot a 68 out of 300. And now we've advanced to a 268 out of 300. That shows you the commitment and dedication that she has.
What I really admire about Rylie is her sense of determination. She doesn't let anything get in her way. When she has a goal, she sets her mind to it and she does what she needs to do to get it done.
My mom has made my dream for the foundation come true. I feel like God's always put that purpose in my life to help kids with special needs.
I wish that all children with some sort of disability had a mother and a supporter that made things happen. There's nothing that Rylie cannot do. I love that. I love that she shows others that they can do anything no matter what. I like that. It's my favorite.